Hi guys, so we're doing Nations Cup. This is round 2, so this was the first race. Started in 10th and finished in 11th. So I wasn't sure if this race was going to be too much for me, so I was kind of debating. Plus the race duration was really long, but anyway, I went again and it worked out a lot better. So this is race 2. I qualified in P3, which I was pretty happy with. And I mean, this is a 22 lap race around Spa, so I mean, it takes, plus the qualifying, it's easily over an hour, and you got to be on your toes the whole time. These cars are a handful. So watch right here, see, and that's Reaper in P2. I had nowhere to go. I thought for sure he would ghost, but I guess he didn't. I'm not sure how the computer decides that, but whatever. So from P3, P11, P12, oh man. So not carrying any speed up the hill there. That's just, anyway, so now I have my work cut out for me. Got to try to get back on pace here. Anyway, so this is a long race, like I was saying, and 3 different tires required, so at least 2 pit stops. And I usually like to start on the hardest tire first and move to the faster tires near the end. And I wasn't sure if that was going to work out this time, because usually when you start at the front, people like to start on the fast tires to get some space between everybody. But and you know, right on the first corner, I get knocked back down into the bottom of the pack anyway. So I did quite a bit of practicing on this, trying to get the braking points down. I watched some of the other like really fast racers. I watched their ghosts just to see how they were racing this track. And I don't know if I have the confidence that some of them do yet about some of the brake points and carrying speed through some of these corners, but I'm trying. And I think the practice paid off, because I seem to be able to keep the consistency for this race. Like, I think I only made one serious mistake in this race. Anyway, I'll show you when I get to it. So there is the getting back to the pack kind of here. When you come out of those slower corners, you really have to short shift, because this thing spools up so quickly that, see, watch, you gotta get up to almost up to 4th gear right away. Otherwise you start getting wheel spin and then you're in the wall. So Eau Rouge, Blanchiment, and down the straight. It seems like the slipstream is pretty strong in this. Ooh. He kind of turned across me there. I didn't move. I was in the same lane the whole time, I thought. So anyway, I backed out a little bit because I didn't want to cause any problem or put both of us in the grass. But anyway, so this is a little bit longer video. I really appreciate the people who are subscribed so far, and you could really help me out by liking this video. I noticed that my videos don't get suggested too often because subscriber numbers are low, but more likes will help get my videos out there a little bit more. And I mean, I'm always open to constructive criticism. If there's anything you think I could fix with these videos. Whoa. 3 people serving penalties, so that's not bad. Pick up 3 spots there. But like I was saying, if you guys want to comment and leave me any constructive criticism, I will definitely take it. Try to make these videos better to I mean, not compete, but like at least emulate some of the more established streamers who do some amazing work. Whoa, that was just an old school punt there, it looks like. I forgot to save the replay, otherwise I would show you some chase cam videos of some of these, like that one there. the pole sitter goes out of the race here somewhere, and I don't know what happened. So, because I don't really, so I'm really worried about, he's just driving right down the middle. I'm not really sure if he's going to try and take me out, but maybe I overbrake a little bit here because he does get into my rear there a little bit. So, trying to keep, like I said, these cars have so much power and so little weight. If you get too hard on the accelerator really quickly, you end up in the gravel. So, got to try to stay really smooth and steady on the accelerator. Ooh, a little bit off. I got to be honest, I thought that was going to be a penalty. So it's kind of just me driving here for a little while by myself. So there we go. Now we're going to fast forward to the end of lap 3. Beginning of lap 4. Down into the first corner. And the yellow flag comes out. I'm not sure what to expect coming around here. And it looks like somebody just spun themselves off. I've done that many, many times. So moved up to P4, which I must have picked up another spot there somewhere. Later on in lap 5, somebody's off to the right there. I can't really tell where they are, but there we go. So now we're on the podium. How do you like that? All the way back from P12. So I'm still on the hard tires, which I believe is working in my favor. So, and here's where I really find that out. The 2 leaders are on the soft tire, which means, I mean, they've only got a little bit of a lead, or they only had a little bit of a lead on me, and they were on the way faster tires, so that's good. Fast forward again here a little bit to lap 8, and this is my mistake. I got a little bit happy on the throttle, thought I had her, and then got back on the throttle again, and right into the wall. So, I was leading. Fantastic. Try to get her turned around, try not to spin out again, and there we are. 1. And here comes a couple more. 2, 3. Anyway, it is what it is. Just let it go and try to get back on the race. So at this point, I decide, well, I'm going to change tires. I need to start making up some pace and try to go to one of the softer tires, try to get up some speed into the pits. So I go for the medium tires. Fueling was painfully slow. So anyway, come out in P8, medium tires. Fast forward to lap 10. This is one of the only times I actually get overtaken in this race, which is kind of interesting. This guy, Hibby Dibby, I believe is his name. He set the fastest lap for this race, so he must have been flying because nobody even got close to him after that. I don't think I got down that low, 152. So, anyway, trying to stay with him here. He kind of, I'm not really sure what happens to him, but I think I pass him again, and he kind of just, I don't see him again after this. So down to the end chicane. And on the main straight. Side by side, down to corner 1. I don't think he sees me here because he kind of just moves over to me, but then he catches himself. So we go down into corner 1. He gets a little hot on the accelerator, and okay, so anyway, hate to see that. I mean, I've done that so many times. It's brutal. So up the hill, catching up to older Raver 52, and from the rate that I'm catching up, I'm pretty sure he's on either the hard. I think he's on the hard tires now. So, or he's got damage anyway. It's really important to carry enough speed through these corners that you are using the downforce, but also not too much speed that you're getting understeer and going off. And obviously you got to be smooth on the throttle coming out of these because you get a lot of oversteer all of a sudden. And trying to get around the outside of him, get a little bump, and I think that's a very sportsman move there. I think he knew that I was kind of had the pace on him because I was on a softer tire, so he let me go, which was really nice of him. So, fast forward to lap 12, start at lap 13. I pick up one spot from the pits, which is great. And down into corner 1. And Speedy Bird goes off again. I hate that. So there we are, back on the podium again. Nice. So fast forward to lap 16. I'm in P2. This is the first time I've seen the guy who's in the lead again. And I decide, okay, I'm going to go in the pits. So even though I'm behind, so now I'm on the soft tire, got enough fuel to finish the race. I come out in P3, which is pretty fantastic, although now I'm 30 seconds behind. Fast forward to lap 19, I picked up one spot in the pits there, and I've managed to close the gap down to just over a second to Holtman 55, sorry. And the way that it's going, it seems like I'm on the softer tire again, so kind of happy with myself here. Usually I would push a little bit and maybe make a mistake or go for a hole that's not really there. Kept my wits about me, stayed patient, waited for a good moment. There's a good passing point right here. I go down the inside. Not really much of a, well, it was a good move, I thought. So there we go, back in P1, which is fantastic. So lap 20, go down to the end, lap 22, just starting to run out of fuel. So good racing and consistency, just as much as the strategy paid off here. So P1, gotta love it. So like I was saying before, if anybody wants to subscribe, it would be a big help. If you like these videos, I mean, I try not to show just wins, but this was a great one. So if you could hit the like and the subscribe button, it'd be a great help. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.